Hey, I'm going to tell you guys a fun little story about the mistakes I made today. But first, Shower Playlist, Conviction. It's a podcast by Gimlet. It's really, really good. Talks about police corruption in New York City. And they kind of take you through all the angles, through the cops and perpetrators and the whole nine. Real cool stuff. Yeah, so the last night I ended up having to drive all night, to make up time, and I was down to like an hour and a half left of drive time and had my stopping spot picked out where I'm sitting now, where I could get a shower, and I was just cruising and just having a good old time. And then all of a sudden behind me there's some flashing lights, and I'm like, oh, son of a gun, this guy is off to an emergency trying to get past me. So I pulled over, and then he pulled in behind me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am the emergency. What the heck is going on, And so then I pulled over, and he comes up and he's like, hey, did you forget something? And I was like, looking in my mirrors, so I'm like, okay, my trailer's still there, so that's good. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm real sorry, but I think you're gonna have to be more specific. And he was like, did you know there's a way station back there that you just passed? And I was like, I really want to tell you yes, but the reality is like my bad, I totally just zoned that out. That was all on me. And he's like, well, you have to take the next exit, flip around, then go back past the way station and take the next exit past the way station, flip around. And then reweigh. And I was like, okay. He took my license and my permit book and everything. And so I get over there and I weigh, and then I come in, and he's like, dude, you're not even heavy. Usually when they run, they're heavy. And I was like, yeah. And because then he said, why'd you run? Why'd you run the way station? This is what I told him. I said, sir, I'm not even going to disrespect you with an excuse. I just was being real unprofessional at that moment, and I just missed it. Nothing else I can tell you. But the cool thing is he went ahead and gave me just a warning, which is nice. And now it would be way easy for me not to even say anything about this because it's pretty shameful. I'm not proud of it. But the reason I bring it up is, like, if you're a driver and you find yourself in a situation like that, which you probably won't because I might be dumber than you are, but if you find yourself in an interaction with a DOT officer or any officer, man, just attitude goes so far. If you can just fall on the sword and humble yourself, you're going to have the best possible outcome of your given situation. If you try to argue and get real defensive, it's probably not going to work out good. So that's kind of like my little story lesson for the day. But the funniest part about that story is he gave me a warning, and I decided and everything, but I didn't quite understand that it was just a warning. Because, like, before he could really explain it too well to me, he was like, someone else just passed the way station, I gotta go chase them down. And I was stoked because I was like, oh cool, I'm not the only stupid guy out here, that's nice to know. So he took off, I went back to the truck, and then I'm just like stressed out. I'm like trying to figure out if I need to clean out my truck, if the old company there is gonna fire me, for getting this ticket. But then I look at it and I read it, and it's like, oh, this is just a warning. I don't know why I didn't read it beforehand, but I just assumed I was getting a ticket, But yeah, that was real fun. And the irony of the whole thing is I weighed that load when I picked it up, and I've been through 2 weigh stations since I left Kentucky in Wade. So I have no idea what my defect is. I'm just not that bright sometimes, guys. I don't know what to tell you.